product catalogue is a new feature for 2023. This can be found under the pricing engine, which is within sales orders. First thing that we do is that we'll create a new catalogue, and the catalogue is based on the price lists or price groups. Within the configuration of the catalogue, what we're able to do is specify the description, a start and end date where that catalogue is going to be valid for. We're able to pick up or determine the currency, and then we select the warehouse to be used for costs. Against the catalogue, we can specify a status. So when it's within review, it means that we are in the process of configuring the catalogue and waiting for it to be signed off. And that means that we can also make changes to the configuration of that catalogue. Once it's active, none of these changes can be made. We can't manipulate the stock codes that are included within the catalogue either. On the right hand side here, we can see how we're going to assign this catalogue. So we can assign the catalogue to specific customers, to geographical areas, to branches, and to customers based on their class. In terms of selecting what goes into the catalogue, we can then decide whether we're going to pick up a single price list or a price group. And when selecting the price group, what it will do is it will then show all of the best prices available against each stock code within that group. And it does allow us to determine whether we're going to be using the stocking unit of measure, the alternate unit measure, or other. When it comes to the price list, what we can do within the price list is we can select a single price list, or we can select a number of price lists, and we can define that against a specific list. And when we are selecting multiple price lists to pick up the stock codes, we can then determine whether the stock code has to exist on all of the price lists that we've selected, or it can be on any of them. And then what we can also do to create a subset of stock codes on that price list is determine whether that stock code is actually stored within specific warehouses. We can pick up a range of stock codes from within that price list, a product class, as well as price category. So if we've set a price category against stock codes, then that can be used for that initial pullback of the stock codes from those lists. Then the grid at the bottom half of the screen will then insert all of the stock codes that have been selected from those price lists, and from within here we can then maintain those items. So we can see on this grid that we've pulled through 469 stock codes, but we can actually go down and we can delete stock codes from the list if we want to. We then have two queries against the product catalogue, and I'm going to show you the catalogue query first of all. And what this will allow us to do is to see the information that's held against that catalogue. So here what we're going to do is we're going to get the full list of our stock codes within the catalogue, and this will also show our images that it's picked up that have been associated with those stock codes. And on the right hand side we'll see in this design we'll see information as to which we haven't included within the grid. So we can see what list price it's against, what warehouse, the tax percentages and the tax value. And that then gives us a nice view of what's in the catalogue. And as we've pulled in, we've got our standard hyperlinks against the stock code, and we can also query the price list and the price list setup. We look at the catalogue information. We can see the valid dates for this catalogue. and we can also look at those catalogue selections, so we can see which customers, which geographical area it's in, what branch, and the customer class, and we can also use the hyperlink to look at customer queries and cards and stuff like that.